Hey guys, what's up? It's Harrison here, and I'm going to be talking about some of the recent events, like in Dallas, and some of like the cop violence and everything about, just all the, you know, drama that's been going on lately. And I've never actually made a video like this. I usually just don't talk about these kind of topics. I've been wanting to for a while, but I don't know. I guess I've just been too nervous to kind of talk about them. But I guess I am now. So you know what? Why not, right? But I was just kind of wanting to like get my opinion out there and just like hope people take it to heart and maybe like I doubt like this gonna get to that many people. Just people who know me personally. I really want to see this like just so they know exactly what I think about the whole situation. So yeah, if you're not familiar what been going on lately, well it started off there was this black man who was killed by a white cop recently, and because the guy was actually like reaching for his wallet, and the cop thought he was reaching for his gun or something like that, and so the cop shot him 4 times in the side, and the guy ended up dying. The girlfriend actually recorded the whole thing, and so yeah. But then after that, pretty much, I forgot where that was at exactly, but I know in Dallas after that, 10 cops, 10 also who were cops that didn't do anything, they were shot and killed by a sniper. 5 of them were killed, and I think the other 5 were hospitalized. But yeah, pretty much. Sorry if I like get the injury total wrong. I tried to do as much like research on it as possible. I'm not gonna like bring up statistics or anything about like, like when I try to prove my point, like, oh well, blah 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 blah. Because I just think that's pointless. No one's gonna really like statistics change all the time, so there's just no point in that. But yeah, pretty much. So it's like I just don't get it. Like some people, I just read the comments on some of the videos talking about it stuff, and it just makes me sad, kind of, just like seeing what some of those people are just saying, and that how can they just like, I really don't know how to explain it. It's just sad. Honestly, it's like terrorists aren't even the biggest problem anymore. It's each other in our own country, and that shouldn't even be a thing. I'm not, if you're wondering, it's like, because look, here's the thing. What that cop did was terrible. It was terrible. Don't get me wrong. That was wrong, and But here's the thing. The way, like, if you're trying to fight for a cause, you're going to literally do the exact same thing as someone. No, you're not even going to. You're just going to think all cops, just because the cops are white, are all going to be racist and that they're going to abuse their power. That's mostly what it is, abuse of power. Do you think there hasn't been white people, like shot by cops for abuse of power? Yes, race does have something to do with it in a lot of cases, but still. I mean, there has been tons and tons of cop shootings and everything. It's like white cops shooting, like white people, or even like innocent white people, or even vice like black cops shooting white people, and even like in some circumstances, in a lot of circumstances, yes, the cop is guilty, but in some circumstances, the cop is not guilty, but you never really know the full story. This one we did because that girl got it on recording, but a lot of the others we really just don't know. Like the instance with in Baltimore and Ferguson. So yeah, but pretty much I'm not on a side. If you're wondering, I'm not gonna be like oh yeah, white, blah blah blah, like black people. You know, I'm not gonna be like that. That's not who I am. That's just not the person I am. It's like, how is it that hard for everyone to just get along, like, and just think about how, why is racism is never going away. I don't care what people say about like trying, it's never going away. People's mindsets are, and I'm not just talking about white people being racist to black people. I'm talking about any race. Race is just never going away. That's in a lot of people's instinct. It's just never going to go away. A lot of people, some people are racist and they just keep it to themselves, and then some people are a bit too outspoken about it. So yeah, but honestly, so if, say, the cop shoots the innocent black man. So you're going to go out there, shoot 10 innocent cops just because they are in the same position and the same race of that other guy. Isn't that a bit hypocritical? Like, how? I just don't understand it. But that's not the problem here. I'm not trying to start any controversy. What I'm trying to say is that it's not that hard for just everyone to just be nice to each other. Is it that hard? If you actually think about it, how hard is it? It's not hard at all. It's really not. Because here's the thing, I'm going to use several examples here. When someone is trying to fight for a cause, um, they always don't think about the other people because they're too busy trying to stand for this and this and this. They don't ever think about the other people. Okay, so how's an example I can give? Let's just say, a lot of times overweight people, you know, a lot used to, like, I mean, of course, still now, used to get hating on, skinny was the big thing. You had to be real skinny and everything, and they hated on fat people. But nowadays, you know, um, overweight, they have a lot of things like, if you're curvy, that's fine. But, uh, but now, if you're too skinny, no, you can't be too skinny. Screw skinny women. Like, so that's so ridiculous. You're the problem. You're doing the exact same thing they were, and now they feel like crap because a lot of them didn't even do the thing that you're claiming that they did. If you get what I'm saying, it's like when someone's fighting for something, they just can't give equality to everyone. No one can ever give equality to, and like, I don't get it. It's just no one. Every single time, I've never seen it when it's always someone's on just neither side. Someone's either always on one this side or this side. And it's not I'm not saying be on both sides, just don't even be on a side. Just show equality. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, white people's side, I'm over here," or black people's side, I'm over here, cuz I'm not on either. There's no there's no point. Of course, like I'm white, but I'm just saying like people in general are going to do stupid things. I have, you have, everyone has. People are going to do stupid things but no one ever sees anyone as a human anymore. They either they split everyone up into minorities. Everyone is well, I sorry guys. I've just been talking a lot. It's hard to keep up with my words, but everyone is a minority. Everyone is a minority. Not just black people or not just um heck Mexican people, white people. Everyone is a minority. But then again, no one's a no one is a minority at the same time. So, if that really makes sense, which it probably doesn't, but here's what I mean by that. Everyone is different, but everyone's the same at the same time. Because if you get what I'm saying about that, it's like everyone has different personalities. Everyone's a different human being, but at the same time, everyone is a human being. That makes sense. And we need to stop seeing people based on how they look or how. I'm not going to sit here and preach about all that, like, oh, be comfortable in your own skin, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, yes, everyone should be, but no one is ever comfortable with themselves. I'm not going to sit here and just spout out that crap that, oh, everyone just be comfortable in your own skin. No one is. I'm sorry, but I'm not talking about race-wise. I'm just talking about no one is comfortable with themselves. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone just has, thinks they have flaws and everything, which everyone does. I mean, no one is perfect, and everyone is going to be. Most of it's all propaganda. Look, take Fox News and CNN, okay? Fox News is going to deliver stories that are more conservative, that, point more towards conservative Republican. CNN is going to put out more stuff that points like in the better direction of liberal and Democrat. And then, they're always getting arguments back and forth, which is just stupid because that is what is dividing our country. That's the problem with the country, is that everyone's divided. We're not even, why even have a war on terrorism when there's a war over here right now? A civil war. I don't care if it's not official. We're in a civil war. And as far as I can tell, we always will be. Because it's just everyone's always going to be divided. And it has nothing even really to do about the country. It's just because everyone's people. And since everyone's different, no one's going to agree on everything. And that's really sad because when you have so many cultures in one place, it's like no one can agree, but we can all agree on one thing, and that's that we're human beings. But honestly, barely anyone agrees with that anymore. You're either you're either white, black, you're either skinny, overweight, you're either woman, male, you're either this, that. Honestly, I'm going to use another example. It's like when I was saying how no one can use for the other cause. Also, like feminism or male chauvinist. They're always about like, oh yeah, women, or oh yeah, men. But no one's giving equality to the other side. Do they never think about that? It's about, it's not about anything except just this country. And not even this country, just humans. Why is it that hard to process that we're humans and that we're just going to do bad things? We're humans and it's never going to go away. The world, everyone's like, the world's getting so bad right now. The world has always been bad since the beginning of time. It's just now we have more media and news, um, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 to hear about more of this stuff. And it just seems like the world's getting crazier. Which, I mean, it is at some points, but also the world's just always been crazy, and it's always going to be. As long as human beings are walking the earth is going to be crap. It just always is. And that's, the sad fact is that's normal. It's normal. It's just actually normal, and it's actually really sad. I don't know how else to really say it. It's just sad. And some people, I've been seeing people talk about, like, some black people saying like, oh, I'm scared to walk by myself. I'm scared to even go outside. Just stop. I mean, even that's like saying like, cause even, and then white people are like, I'm scared to go in the hood, which everyone is scared. The thing about it is everyone is scared to go into unfamiliar territory, and you know why? Because of people who look different or act different. But it's just, I just don't get it. I don't get what's wrong with the world. I mean, we need to be focusing on the things that actually matter. I don't care about, like this happening. We need to focus on things that is threatening our country. Right now, apparently, this is threatening our country, which it shouldn't be. Exactly, and it shouldn't be. So we should be focusing on the things that will, like terrorism. Exactly. We're focusing more on these freaking, like, how can I even say it? These scenes where we don't even have, like, like cop scenes. Like, some of them, which ones are innocent, which ones are not. But apparently all cops are guilty of everything, which is not true. The cops, if it wasn't for the cops, we would be screwed. I'm just saying, yes, are there crooked cops? Yes, but there are crooked people. It's not just cops, it's people. There's crooked firemen, crooked freaking lawyers, crooked doctors. And it's not because of their job, it's because they're people. And some people are just crooked and just like messed up in the head and just don't even know like what even they're doing. Yeah, like some of it, yes, a lot of it does have to do with race, yes, but some of it doesn't. Some of it just has to do with abuse of power. And because people have a natural instinct of dominance, and that's just something that's always been humans, an instinct of dominance. It's like our brain's still wired like the cavemen, but it's just society's 100 times different from them. But yeah, I don't know what really is there else to say. It's like, don't be scared to go outside and live your life while you're still Sorry guys, I don't know, the audio just kind of messed up and everything. I don't know what happened. But what I was gonna say is like go and live your life while you're just still living. While you go and just be who you are. Just go and just do what you want to do. Don't be afraid. If you want to try to make a change, just do it. Don't be scared of what other people are going to think of you. Because if you're scared of what people are think of you all your life, then what's even the point in living your life? Because people are always going to judge. There are just some things that's never going to go away, and we're all guilty of it. Every single one of us. We're all guilty of racism. We're all guilty of being judgmental. We're all guilty of pretty much everything you can name. I mean, don't take that literal. I know you're probably guys are like, oh, are we literal of like rape and murder? Don't be sarcastic. Oh, my phone just went off. I know I just did right there. But yeah. So just don't be afraid to just be who you are. Just be different than what you think you have to be. Just because you just think that society wants you to be a certain way. Just be, and I'm not saying be the exact opposite, like just to be rebellious. Don't try to go out of your way and act different from society, even though if you want to act that way because, that's your personality. Just act who you are, no matter what it is. No matter if it's, don't go out of your way to like not like something because it's popular. Even if you actually do like it, you just don't want to seem like a part of society or something. Just like what you like, do what you want to do, and especially like young people like me. While you're still young, we're the ones that can still do a lot of stuff, make a lot of change. And that's why I'm making this video. I was scared to make this video for several reasons, but then I realized, who cares what the reaction to this video is? I'm sharing my opinion, and I know there's someone out there who's going to think the same way as me. Some people are going to call me crazy. Some people are going to say this makes no sense. Who knows? Everyone might say that, but I was just going crazy, just having all of this built up inside of me and just not being able to say anything about it. And I know in the background you might see like magging, and that's just a little weird. But the only thing is because I don't have like, I didn't want to just sit there with like an iPhone and like my, like, like stood up on like a computer stand or something, just like be like sitting there just talking with nothing. I don't know. I just don't have the equipment to do that, and to me that'd just be awkward. Probably to no one else, but I'm just a weird person, so. But I'd just rather, have something in the background. Since technically this is a gaming channel, and, not really like a serious talk channel. So I might as well but I really did want to do this video, so, yeah. That's all I had to say. What do you think about the whole situation with Dallas? And just everything that's going on in the world. I don't know, just with terrorism and everything, like that Orlando shooting, that was terrible. And, of course, people weren't focusing on the main thing that was terrorism, and they were focusing too much on, like, how gays are being discriminated against, and that's the problem. Yes, was that guy? That guy was gay. That guy, the shooter, was gay. If you didn't know that, he was actually gay. And, of course, it was probably, like, discrimination against, like, what was I gonna say? Like, homosexuals, but even though he was a homosexual himself. But honestly, that's not the main issue. The main issue is not being offended. Who, being offended these days, that's what's bringing this country down, is being worried about being offended. That's not the problem. We should be worried about our lives, like worried about how we're going to fight off all the threats to the country and all of these things. Like, we're worrying so much about the smallest things, just the tiniest things. And then also, no, I'm not saying what happened in Dallas was a tiny thing that we shouldn't worry about. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying those things shouldn't even happen, and the reason those things happen is because we're focusing on such tiny things that shouldn't even be focused on. We should just be focusing on actual threats, actual things that, like, we have guys out there fighting right now in the Middle East, risking their lives for this country, who are pretty much the ones dying are dying in vain because there's nothing. What are they fighting for? Are they fighting for race wars? Are they fighting, yeah, so we can keep up race wars, so we can just keep doing everything we're doing? Is that what they're fighting for? This pitiful country that doesn't know what the crap they're doing anymore? Is that really what they're fighting for? America used to stand upon morals, Christianity, something great. And now America stands more on freaking like what um I don't know what Jennifer Lopez wore to the freaking Oscars. I don't even know what I'm saying, but just stuff like that. Then just stuff about like, oh, a school, uh, well, the school had to be shut down because a guy got offended by an American flag on the front. That's a huge exaggeration, but I'm just making a exaggerated example. But yeah, just like that's what's the problem, is everyone is getting so offended about these tiny things that shouldn't matter, when we should really just be focusing on just these actual huge things that actually matter and that are threatening our lives. And sadly, what that is right now is, everything that's going on in this country. And our country is fighting against each other. As much as you don't want to admit it, it's true. Our country is fighting against each other. Like I say, it's a civil war right now. It might not physically be a civil war, which it kind of is, but it might not officially be a civil war. I'm not saying, but it's a civil war. And unless this stops happening, unless someone actually does something about it, unless we actually take a stand about it, it's just going to keep being a civil war, and nothing's going to ever change. Ever. It's just always going to be like that. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it just really just makes me mad that it's just come to this, where I even have to make this video. I shouldn't even have to make this video. I shouldn't have all these, like, opinions and emotions just built inside of me to where I actually just have to talk about this in like a 22-minute video right now. Like, I didn't even expect this video to be this long. I thought it'd just be like, I don't know, 10 minutes long. And I'm sorry for the long video, but I really just needed to talk about all this. And, yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like long videos, but I really don't care, because I'm talking about this. I'm talking about everything that needs to be talked about. And, yeah, guys, I mean, that's really all I gotta say. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make another video about this. I hope I don't have to, because that would just be ridiculous and just sad. But people just need to wake up and just realize. And it also saddens me, when I see, because I'm a Christian, okay? But I'm not going to force my religion upon to you. I'm not going to do anything like that. But I'm just saying, it just makes me mad when, or just sad when I just see someone like, because there was this like guy, like when all the cop shootings were going on, he was in the middle of the road, this black guy, and he was praying for the cops. Well, not just the cops, his country. He was just like yelling to God, like, God, please help, just help this country, everything. If you didn't see the full video, you should look it up. I might leave a link in the description, might not, I don't know. Depends on if I remember. But, yeah, it's just so sad, like, and then, what was I gonna say? But yeah, someone actually replied to his comment, because this guy was saying, like, he was glad that God was praying in Jesus' name, and someone's like, problem is that y'all are worshiping this false god, idiots, and stuff like that. And like, why are we even arguing? That's the problem. We're arguing about this stuff, and and there was a whole argument completely on religion, and it was just, I don't get it. It's just sad, and we need to be. I mean, our country was built on Christianity, no matter what people say. Like, Christianity offends you, oh well. I mean, you need to be in the, if the American flag offends you, why are you here? Like, I've seen videos of people burning the American flag who live in America. I'm like, leave the country. Alright, go to Afghanistan and see how much you like it. Like, is that what our, like, 19-year-old boys are dying for? Who are fighting for the country? And not just that, just Is that what people in this country, am I really just going to die knowing that if if this country gets any worse, am I really just going to die with uncertainty? If that, I don't even know how. I've just been talking so much. Like I said, I could just get caught up in my own words. It's hard to, I don't know. And yeah, is that really? Am I just going to just die? I shouldn't have to think about that. I don't like thinking about death. It's just such a, just such a weird topic. Just death, the thought of it, and I don't like thinking about it. But I'm thinking about I don't want to die without making a change, doing something, standing for something, for what I believe, because that's what the country is built for, standing for something. Freedom of speech and religion and freedom of everything. But it's like we're using our freedom and we're using it to the level of where it's not even common sense. Yeah, where did common sense go? That's not even a thing anymore. Common sense is not a thing. That never is a thing. It's not. No one uses that anymore because obviously we have freedoms, but also use your common sense and morals. But morals are also gone, just like a lot of things in this country. But you know what? It's not just this country; it's this world, and that's what I gotta say. Whatever your opinions are, just leave them in the comments. What you think about the whole situation, and if you agree with me, leave a like, and thank you, and goodbye.